Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to Saturday's first video. This is going to be about Incursions. As you know, the month of May, the new update next week will see a special type of X-Magica style incursion, seeing a brand new sector, which will be, unfortunately, X-Magica and Magic Thief Tag Champions only. Good news, maybe bad news. Look, I'll put a link in the description to something that Misty K produced I think like 2 months ago on options for this, because look, at the end of, and we'll do like a video kind of like, oh, these are some good champions and why. I love Incursions personally, and of course there's some Deathless champion options like King Groot Deathless and Guillotine Deathless. There's tons. Even Strife, I'm considering rank 2ing my Strife, which has a 7-star, and running it in there. Also Scarlet Witch, the classic. There's a ton of options which I personally like, but it is very specific. And of course you might want to rank up some of these champions, especially if you're finding the difficulty curve being similar to, say, Sector 6 is becoming a frustrating based thing. But there's also other improvements to Incursions down the line, which we've got to have a look at. And of course Kabam have put out a forum post about changes and improvements which will be in place after the fact. So Incursions on will end on May 6th. So I've already done my run of Incursions for the rotation. I think actually the way that it ends on the day, because you just go into game at the moment and figure out it's 2 days until it ends. So that actually factors into that May 6th end point and when it comes back. So of course go do it now. Over the weekend, do Incursions, get those artifacts, because there's a good opportunity to get some more artifacts and get lots more rewards from doing it. Now I don't know if you'll be able to do lower incursions. Sometimes when these new incursion changes come in, you're able to do like Sector 1 through Sector 4, and that it can be really effective and good. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Either way, you know, I've picked up a lot more kind of like extra things as a result for my trouble. And Kabam do confirm that the difficulty scoring and milestone gold rewards will match Sector 6, which is good because you get like a duplicate extent of doing stuff. There'll be 25 zones to complete. The new sector has limited access. Only Saga tag champions can be used. Non-Saga champions can't be swapped into the Saga sector by using a champ swap, so they cannot be. The Saga sectors yield exclusive rewards. The first theme zone has some differences. 2 boss hacks pickup choice nodes are placed in the first zone. That's fun, because a lot of the time you don't get that. So I think that's going to be very fun. I'm very much looking forward to that. And we'll be doing some guides for it as well. So I'll be doing an Omega Days, and I'll be doing a side quest one that's got Incursions focuses, because look, I love Incursions, I love figuring out options, and I've got lots of options for you for Incursions for this particular one. The first boss hack pickup contains the 3 newly designed survival based hacks. The second is full pool of 28 boss hacks. Due to restrictiveness of the Saga sector, we're letting you choose from the entire pool to start your run, so you can craft your run specially for the champions you've selected. That's fantastic. That's even better to go, look, you basically get to choose what you want, and you can build off the bat in the most thorough way possible. We've also added 2 extra common hacks pickups to zone 13 and 14. This gives you a little extra power and agency to synergize them with your boss hacks or your roster. This is amazing. It literally starts off with you going, look, I've got an idea for a setup around a champion. Like for me, I probably will go Proud. No, it's not Proud Degen. It's the other one, which I can't remember what it is. I had this trouble the other day, where it's a Degen one, but you do a parry heavy, you do a knockdown, and I think it's Proud Degen actually, and you're able to kind of like rotate. You could basically, in a nutshell, you get the Degen stuff up and running right away, use your Guillotine Deathless, and kind of like use that as a blitzing tool to kind of just add on Degens like a complete boss. The same thing with having Deathless King Groot. That champion can like see you through a bit of content. Whether or not you choose something else, again, we'll talk about that in another video, but at least you get that opportunity to set up how you see fit to go further down the line. So yeah, fantastic. Sector access changes. We are opening up access to all sectors no matter your roster. Won't affect your ability to access them. Please note this only lets you access the Saga sector. If you don't meet the rewards tier requirement for your Saga sector by having the required number of 6-star champions, you won't be eligible for top zone rewards when playing it. Below are the champion requirements for each tier of rewards. Okay, maybe this explains it. But it's good if they're referring to all sectors being opened up. It does mean you could scoop a lot more artifacts for your trouble, and that's going to be one of the main things this month. Something that I'm specifically looking at. Sector rewards tier requirements is tier 1, 25 6-star champions. It goes down to tier 7. You can find the info in game on the view rewards button to select the master rewards and view all. Your tier will determine what top zone rewards you can obtain. To view this info tab, so that basically is saying what I've got on screen right now. The way it kind of comes across, like maybe you won't get it. I don't know. I'd like to think you would do. Also from the store side of things, that's going to be something I just want to check out on the rotation, because a lot of people may be like, well, I can get a lot more artifacts, incursion artifacts this month, but the question will be, well, look, can I rotate around 2 7-stars or 2 6-stars of a specific type of equation? Like, I'll give you a good example. I'm really close to getting a 7-star, which is this one here. But I want to find out, I've got 27 days until the purchase limit is reset, which is a bit of a downside on that. I was hoping that I could grab that early on. But at least it gives me closer to the next one. And that, again, is another thing. Like, only 30, well, not 30, only 27... 26 and a bit more than that, and that's going to be great because I'll have that before I do my big opening. So yeah, fantastic news all round for it. All champions have a 5-minute cooldown. This will return the original timers after the Saga event ends. Well, good in any case, because you can experiment, and if anything goes wrong, you can start again. For the first zone, in all sectors including Saga, we have moved the champ swap choice node to after the boss hack. Great. This gives you more control to stack a favourable matchup of your random boss hack with your roster. True, so you can look to build for the future, build for the next round, as opposed to kind of going to the next round and going, well, it's not really right, it's not really there. Theme zones, the new bosses will be Gladiators, Cosmic and Craven and Skill. Don't know if I agree with Craven, and Gladiator can be a little bit iffy depending on certain circumstances. These bosses will stay after the Saga event ends until the next Saga update. The defending champion pools will showcase the entirety of the Cosmic and Skill rosters, minus the cut list of defenders, total 93. I'm glad on the cut list they have removed Mephisto. I think is Bullseye on there as well. Yeah, Bullseye. A lot of stuff. I just don't agree with these champions being in this mode in any case. So yeah. That's good news. Korg's a bit of an iffy one, because I suppose you've got to bring a specific counter for Korg. Apart from that, seems to be okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. Terex, that's a bit annoying. That requires a specific counter to it, so I don't agree with that. Vision Arcus as well. That's another iffy one, because it kind of means that you might have to have Black Widow, Clairvoyant on your team as well to deal with certain situations. Apart from that, it's okay. There's just some things that I just disagree with Kabam putting in, and I don't get why they haven't understood that, especially with Annihilus as well. Look, I'm not saying they're not counterable, because that's not really a word, but what I'm saying, or what I'm referring to, is that I just don't think is, and as well, Gore's in there as well. Like, those should have been in the cut list, because they become very unfair. And also, Hyperion's been taken. Hyperion's there. Like, that's another example as well. If for whatever reason the AI has been sluggish, then you need power control counter, and it's incredibly specific. It literally means you'd have to have Black Widow Clairvoyant as a great option to counter a lot of situations for this. So I think that she's going to be a go-to option. But in any case, or run double-edged liquid courage masteries. In any case, hacks. What have Kabam got for us? So they've got Unstoppable Healthy, knocking down the opponent with a special attack grants a non-stacking unstoppable passive for 5 seconds. All to the above you've got to have specific counters. Maestro's in there as well. Oh, what Kabam doing, honestly. We've also got Kill and Chill. When a damaging debuff expires an opponent, they gain 250 Bulwark passive. That's the block proficiency. Attribute boost block proficiency, helpful. Effect reinforcement, poison. Poison effects have potency, good. 25% regeneration potency whilst unstoppable, helpful. Regeneration assimilation, gain a bar of power while hitting the opponent, grants the attacker with 60% block regeneration for 5 seconds. That's actually quite helpful. So that regeneration assimilation is actually really helpful. I'm glad Kabam have added a means that's not those little pickup things for regeneration ability. Where is it? So you could have effect reinforcement, defensive recovery, and regeneration assimilation. And also this could build quite nicely for other champions that may have them as part of their kit. There's also some common hacks. We've updated some of the existing hacks in reference to effects, which will let you synergize passive effects instead of only debuffs. The Boss Poison Streak was turned up to last for an additional 2 seconds. Now it lasts 10 seconds. Okay. So you've got things that improve prowess effects gains, incinerates, and yeah, other things as well. And Poisonous Truth there. And stun effects gain plus 50% duration, degeneration, effect upgrade. Yeah, okay, cool. This is all important stuff to amplify damage. And rewards, which of course is the main thing we're going to end on right now. The most important thing is that you're going to see a lot of artifacts you can pick up, which is going to be a hell of a lot more important. And also a high volume of 7-star shards, which, if we kind of calculate them together, I can imagine adds up to something nice. I probably would do calculations in a minute. Titan Crystal Shards. One of the most important things is that's a fully formed Tier 4 Alpha right there. Tier 4 Alpha, which is fantastic. 7-star Signature Stones times 10, which is there. And 1 6-star Rank Up Gem, which is 4 to 5. And loads of Nightcrawler Rune Stones, seeing you up to the volume, which I think is 10 or 20. No, it is 20. 20 that you get right there. So I couldn't not do the math, so I did the math. And I've made 5,000 Titan Crystal Shards and 7,000 7-star shards. This could be very important for players that may be close to forming. Of course, a lot of people will go look to do this up to the point of milestone 25 and get as far as possible to get these particular things. And as well, that fully formed Tier 4 Alpha, which is going to be so important for a lot of players for various different reasons, especially if you're free to play. You're going to be looking for that, so you may look to invest in further into it, but look, that has been the video. What are your thoughts on some of these incursion buffs? And especially because these might be some buffs that will be coming to the game at some point, especially when the event goes down. Some improvements will come back, but I think Kabam are going to announce that at a later point, as they kind of gave that impression they would be kind of letting everyone know about the situation with what's going to plan to go forward after the fact. So yeah, we'll see what the crack is later on when it comes to incursions. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Check out some other content located on screen. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.